and pasted it as well. Don't miss any of these small inputs. Very important they are. They keep you busy and they make sure that you are working very hard on it. Okay. Now let's start with today's session. Today's session is all about uh, look, in the first session, we spent time on understanding climate change, why greenhouse gas matters, what exactly those are, where we can find them. Yeah, that is why that homework was. How they trap heat. When they trap heat, what is the quantity of heat they trap, right? And how it changes. It's not a static number. So you mug up one number, and in 5 years, you are outdated. Are you with me? That's what Varun was describing everyone in the class. He was telling everyone, yeah, that please learn this part as well, that there will be certain gases which number will change and which will increase, and certain gases number will decrease. That's what he talked about, isn't it? And then he explained also that, well, look, I think nitrous oxide, whose number has gone down to 273 from
Yes.
285. Yeah.
Yes.
And methane 27.9, right, which has increased from 25. And worst part, SF6 has gone to 29,000, you said, right? 29,000. So those numbers are very critical number and you will need them. You will need them not very far away in couple of days. Today also you are going to do activity. Every day there will be activity happening. Okay. So you have to be ready with laptop and mobile and calculators and start doing it. You will not get time. If you want time, not my program will not help you. Trust me, it will not help you. My program is to change the behavior, right? Then only you will be capable to take any kind of job in your hand. Okay. So be a little bit agile. What I'm recommending, I know everybody is busy, including you, me, everybody is busy. But when you are committed to it, 2 hours I need every day in evening and 1 hour extra in morning. That's it. Or you are traveling, you are taking lunch break. In lunch break, you just watch the videos, do that calculation, finish it off. Okay. You have to open your mobile while you are eating and just go through that numbers. Send that PDF file in the group. Your project is done. What was the homework? 4 homework we had, right, Varun? This is part one. There was 2, 3 more nano homeworks, right? Researching on hot scandal, right? All that we did.
Yeah, sir. I have also added that second part.
Please tell to others who has not submitted, let them learn. I want everybody to be learning, right? So help them please today. Next time they will help you for sure. Go ahead, help them with the other nano homework.
North Atlantic jet stream, sir. That was
Yes.
actually
Yes. What is that name? What is the acronym for that, which is very famous today? That
in
jet stream, because of that, Netherlands is suffering. Go ahead, explain them.
yeah. In that actually what happens. How we have this wind directions in the sea oceans. Similarly, wind also has the directions, and the one which is going from the equator, which is hot in temperature, is high pressurized and high dense, and the one from the northern polar region is having uh, colder temperature that is having, how do you say, low pressure. And when this high pressure and low pressure intersection happens, there that wave of that flow of that jet happens. And this from the Atlantic Ocean, the jet stream flows to the Europe, mainly through UK and Netherlands. And now what is happening is, if the pressure difference between uh, air hot region and cold region air, that jet stream will have a wave of thing because of the Earth's rotation also. And that wave and that pressure difference, it is becoming stagnant and it is going like a straight line. In that case, it will cause a problem for the European countries, where it is supposed to create varied temperatures, cool temperatures and hot temperatures. I'll give you example. Netherlands has similar conditions to Canada, but the temperature in Canada is like quite down. It goes too colder, but it is moderate in Netherlands because of this uh, jet stream. And if it gets disturbed, it would be either too hot or too cold. So they are doing different ways. One is completely going to renewable energy. They are almost as per the this European Commission. they are ahead in terms of other countries in terms of adopting renewable energy, and also policy wise, completely the emissions, whichever is a source, they are trying to reduce that. But and also I mentioned further things in that. And also I've given the link for the YouTube where you can understand this concept clearly.
Very good. Good job done. Yes. Thank you
And
very
one
much.
more thing, sir, hot air.
A scandal.
That concept actually, scandal is mainly this carbon credits, how it was utilized just to show the reduction. Two concepts were there. One is during Russian, when it was broken, Soviet Union was broken, the industrialization has come down, and that reduction in industrial activity they have used to convert it to carbon credits. Like we
Yeah,
have
they
reduced
were
the emission.
falsely they were saying that is our
Yeah,
reduction when it
yeah,
was just a separation from the Soviet Union, which has an
yes.
impact on them.
And
Very well.
one more was this Vera concept, sir, wherein this paddy rice fields where this that is recent news which has shown for the same concept
Correct.
where there is no actual reduction. However, they have shown that conversion there is no scientific proof or MRV system to validate that. However, in China and some other countries, they have shown that as a carbon credit through Vera. So that two concepts it has shown, sir, for this
True.
point.
True. Clear, everyone? This is what you should have done and came into class and discussed. I would have given everyone chance to speak. Nevertheless, thank you very much, Varun. I appreciate that for completing all the homework and submitting it. Let others get inspired. And next time, please make sure this homework is not for me. This homework is not given because you are a child. Okay, it is given because I know you are very sincere. You want to search something, just search it. Next time, somebody has to become that person who can help others. Okay. So just write down in the WhatsApp group, main WhatsApp group, that this is the homework for the day. If somebody can do that, it will be really appreciated. Okay. Now, in session two, we are now moving from there. Moving from there, knowing global warming potential, all that is done. Now we are going inside, little deep diving, little inside, global agreements. These are very important for you to learn. What has the world actually done about this climate change is what is covered under global agreement. Clear? Why we need to know global agreement? So that you can come to know what world is doing. Think like this. Imagine you are living in a society apartment, okay, building, and you have a water tank leaking problem on the roof of one of the buildings. Now, every flat is getting damaged, right? Because of that leakage which is happening on the top floor. Now, in that, you have 198 family in this particular building. They are living inside it. Some of them are very rich. They can put putty and that, putty, this putty. They can call Amitabh Bachchan with advertisement. He will come and put putty. Yeah, he can do something. They are rich. There are some poor people also in the society. Yes, some use more water than others, right? So the guy who wants more water, he doesn't have water. Getting all 198 families to agree on a plan to fix the tank. Have you ever faced it is a most difficult task on planet Earth? Bringing all 148 people mind to match that, boss, please fix it together. Let's put some money, each of them. They will say, no, top floor guy is doing, no, he's facing the problem. Let him fix it. Nobody will contribute, right? There will be huge debate will start in society. And that is exactly what is happening in global climate scenario. 198 countries, which are, a part of United Nations, getting them agree to something is a upheaval task. So when in 1995, when 1997, Kyoto Protocol was resolved, when Kyoto Protocol was resolved, or people agreed to Kyoto Protocol, that was a commendable job in itself. Okay. It was a big achievement. Later on, Paris Agreement became that cornerstone. That's why you need to know these agreements, how they have been achieved, which year they have achieved, and what it means. That is what we are going to learn. That's what today's session is all about. And then we will have activity, whatever we have learned, we will try to check that knowledge. Is it really, do you really remember them, or you are just feeling you know them? Yes. Now, let's go ahead and look into the COP timelines. Now, this conference of party last time I have explained you, right? This is done by United Nation. Which organization does it? Guys, don't sleep
UNFCCC.
and
UNFCCC,
slumber. Yeah, United
UNFCCC,
Nation.
Framework
Eh,
Convention on Climate Change.
perfect.
FCC.
Triple C, right? That is the body which convenes it. And then there is a body called IPCC, which brings the research paper, right, in conference of party. So researching arm is IPCC, convening arm is UNFCC. Clear? Now, if you see the first one, of course, you know the first one is Berlin, right? The main meetings in conference of party are listed here. These are the main ones, most important one. Yeah, 1 year we have skipped it. And India also has hosted it, by the way. How many of you are aware? India has hosted one of the conference of party. We were supposed to host even 33, COP 33, but unfortunately, we are not doing it. Conference of party, which one we have done? India has done. 7, COP 7. Can somebody check that quickly? COP 7. Yes, that is what India also has contributed to it. Of course, we could not achieve major achievement at that point in time. We were not as strong as G20 summit. G20 summit happened in India. How many of you are aware? G20
COP8,
summit. Huh?
COP8, I think.
22, right?
No, COP8, you said India hosted that.
Achha, India was COP8, you are saying. Okay. G20 has happened in 22 and 23, isn't it? Yeah, and we convened it very strongly. A lot of agreement has happened. But when we did conference COP8, we did not have many achievement, and that's why it's not been so important. It is important, but not so important. Montreal is also very important, not mentioned in this. Clear? So first one happened in, okay, the main meeting which United Nation Framework Convention of Climate Change does is Conference of Party. Every year it happens. Almost 200 countries sit in a room and decide what to do next about climate change, what action we should take. And it runs on the contributed money under United Nation Framework Convention on Climate Change. Now, here is the timeline number one, 1995, when everything started. Which year? 1995. COP1 Berlin. Berlin is in which country?
Germany.
Germany. This is the first place where conversation formally began. Country agreed that they need a binding agreements. They don't need just a whims and fancy, okay, we will do this, we will do that, right? Leaders are leaders, right? They can give big commentaries and then they will go home and sleep. So they said we should have commitments which should be binding. And they called that in that year Berlin Mandate. That was the name. They established Berlin Mandate that going forward, anything which we will do in climate science will be basically will be binding. Clear? Think that everybody is agreeing, saying that yes, we have a problem. That's what has happened in Berlin. Yes, we have a climate problem, and let's meet it again with actual targets. That's what has happened in Berlin Agreement. That's it. But that was also very important, right? This also marked as the start of a standardized greenhouse gas accounting. 1995 is the year which is marked as a starting point for carbon accounting. Remember that. It is not the starting standards were not there, but this was the officially marking of that standardized greenhouse gas accounting is necessary. Okay. And first time country began tracking or looking different methods, scientific ideas that how we can find a common pathway. That's what has happened in Berlin, 1995. Then came COP3, most important one, COP COP 3. COP 3 is Kyoto Protocol, which we learned about last time, right? We learned about 5 important factors there. Tell me, first agreement of Kyoto Protocol, what was the first item which was selected there? Last time किया class में हम लोगों ने. So it's a kind of revision for you guys. Okay, I will give you notes as well for module 1, so don't worry. Okay, you will have a notes as well, so you can read from there. But I'm just asking how much you remember. So don't worry if you don't
Curbing
remember.
of say 6 greenhouse gases.
Absolutely. 6 greenhouse gases were agreed. Which all those gases were?
SF6,
Correct. SF6.
CO2,
Yes.
methane,
Okay, CH4.
nitrous oxide,
Absolutely.
PFCs, HFCs.
PFCs, HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. The last one, which was not included, got included in COP 18, somewhere here. Which was that gas?
NF3.
Absolutely, it was NF3. It was NF3, nitrous trifluoride. Clear? So that was the major achievement. What was the falter here? That they divided nation into annexures, developed country, industrialized country, yeah, industrialized country. They had a target in 1997 that by 2008 to 15 period, they will reduce 5%. That's it. 5% of their carbon emissions since 1990 level. Yeah, that also they didn't do. 1990 level, not pre-industrial level, which we were debating. Okay. Got it? Everyone got it? That was the problem there. Kyoto Protocol was adopted for the first time. Industrialized countries were legally binded to achieve their target at least 5% below 1990 level between 2008 to 12. 2008 to 12. That was the timeline given to them. And when they agreed, 1997. So how much time they had to prepare and start reducing was nearly 11 years. 11 year, and then in 4 years they have to reduce just 5%. What happened? They declined. These guys declined. They said, we are not doing it.